With the same team who took all 3 points from Kilmarnock last week, while Craig Robertson, in charge at East End Park for the final time, was boosted by the return of Scott Wilson, Dan Young and goalkeeper Doris de Vries.
Robson against Morrison. That's a great effort from Barry Robson, and lots of power, lots of action on the ball as well. And Doris de Vries had to watch it carefully. Hunt. And Marker with the shots, blocked by Greg Shields. It was a good strike by the Dundee United midfield, and it was very much on target. Here comes Calvinez. His cross. Hamilton's header. Only as far as Duff. Back in, it's tempting. Very tempting for Noel Hunt, who got his head to it but couldn't hit the target. A push by Mayer on Crawford. Play on, says Alan Freeland. And Barry Robson. No penalty, says Alan Freeland. Well, that looks fairly chaotic to me. Firstly, the free kick was adjudged to have been taken as Stevie Crawford hammered it off the shins of Lee Mayer, and when the ball ended up inside the Dunfermline box, as Barry Robson turned back from the byline, he was surely tripped. Won by Duff for Robertson, and now Conway. A head start on Labont. Craig Conway turns back, and the header from Noel Hunt goes wide. Robson was waiting for it as well. Calvinez and Conway down the left-hand side for United. That's a good ball in, and United have the lead. It's Barry Robson. Reckons he should have had a penalty in the first half, but he has the opening goal 6 minutes after the restart. It was always a tempting ball into the middle. He timed his run perfectly, got there before de Vries, and Dundee United hope they're on their way to a third win on the trot under Craig Levein. Labont's throw. Calvinez got his head to it, then Mason. Crawford to Hamilton, and back. Stevie Crawford with a chance, good effort. And it's the first serious attempt at goal from Dunfermline, with an hour played after a good exchange between the front two. And as he was falling, Crawford got a good strike on the ball, but it was straight at Stilley. The corner from Scott Muirhead, Jim Hamilton got his head to it, and Greg Shields squares the game. Doesn't score too often. His last was on the opening day of last season at Easter Road, but he enjoyed that one, and the cheers around East End Park are born of relief, I'm sure, shared by the new manager Stephen Kenny. It was Hamilton on the end of Muirhead's corner kick, and when it dropped, the chance was buried by Shields for a 1-1 with 14 minutes left. In from Barry Robson. Lee Mayer had his efforts knocked off the line, and it was Jim Hamilton back doing the defending. Duncan to Crawford. Darren Young trying to force his way through. Stevie Crawford's shot blocked. Scott Muirhead. What a chance to win it for Dunfermline in the closing stage, as he had bags of time, but his shot beaten away by Derek Stilley. Greg Ross down the line for Stevie Crawford. Well kept in. Duncan's flick surely for Gary Mason to win it for Dunfermline. Well, it was a brilliant get by Crawford when it looked to be going beyond him at the byline. He turned it back in, flicked on by Dakar, and Gary Mason was there to score only his second goal of the season. And it's 2-1 Dunfermline with just a couple of minutes left.
So here's how the table looks after the latest round of matches. Celtic still top on 40 points, Rangers and Aberdeen both in the ascendancy after good wins at the weekend, with Rangers just ahead in goal difference. Hibs, Hearts and Kilmarnock completing the top six for the moment, with all three teams on 22 points. Defeats for Inverness, Falkirk, St Mirren, Dundee United and Motherwell makes Dunfermline the only side in the bottom half taking a valuable 3 points. They're now level with Motherwell on 12.
Been coming to an end, but he's obviously got his work cut out for them as well. Now we can't not talk about this particular incident, which is possible. I love this. This is fantastic. Watch the Dundee United fan who makes quite possibly the most pathetic attempt at a pitch invasion. There he goes. There he goes. Now he doesn't even look at the players. He jumps back up and then he falls over at the other end. Have a look. There he goes. And away he goes. So there he is. So whoever he is, he's got fame and notoriety all over Scottish football.
Realised it was illegal to get onto the field of play, decided against it at the last minute.
Just as he was halfway down. Just as he was down there.